What happens when a grieving Marine is stopped from honoring a fallen brother, not by the enemy, but by airport staff? At Gate 42B, a silent battle was fought, not with weapons, but with honor. One man stood firm beside a casket draped in the American flag, while staff demanded he step back. This is more than just a story about protocol. It's about respect, sacrifice, and what happens when one person refuses to let a hero be forgotten. This wasn't just any Marine. He was Corporal Jake Morrison's mentor, his leader, and now his final escort. Tasked with a sacred duty to guard Jake's casket from the moment it left the plane until it reached his family, this Marine had no intention of breaking that promise. Jake had died in combat at just 23 years old. He was more than a soldier. He was a son, a brother, and a friend. And now all that remained of him was in that flag-draped casket. Beneath it lay the dreams he never got to live out, the home he never returned to, the goodbye he never got to say. The airport manager stepped forward, voice firm but unsure. "Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step away from the flag." His hand hovered just inches from the casket. Passengers paused mid-step. Conversation stopped. The air felt heavier than ever. The Marine didn't move. His gloved hand stayed firmly on the casket. Behind him lay the flag, perfect, untouched. But the manager repeated, "You're delaying operations. Step aside or we'll remove you." The TSA agent moved closer, gesturing for compliance. Still, the Marine held his ground. No anger, no fear, just silence, heavy and unbreakable. Finally, the Marine spoke, calm, measured, like he'd rehearsed it his entire life. "With all due respect, sir, this isn't cargo. This is a Marine." He looked around, eyes scanning the crowd. He could have explained the centuries-old honor of guarding the fallen. The silence, the watch, the salute. But something deeper rooted him in place. Memories of Jake flooded in. His laugh, his stories, the way he hummed songs after every mission. This wasn't a delivery, it was a goodbye. And he could not leave his brother behind. Just then, a small voice cut through the rising tension. "Why is he touching the flag, Mommy?" A little girl, no older than 6, stood watching. Her mother hushed her, but the Marine looked down and gave a soft nod. "Because he's making sure someone gets home." Something shifted. The manager's face changed. Security guards hesitated. In that moment, the weight of sacrifice was finally being felt. The Marine bent slightly, his voice just above a whisper. "This man gave everything. This flag is not decoration. It's a promise." The Marine began to walk, slow, steady. His hand never left the casket. People began to stand. Hats came off. Hands went over hearts. A veteran in a wheelchair saluted. Someone started singing the national anthem. Others joined. Time stopped. Phones recorded not for spectacle, but remembrance. With every step, the terminal transformed into a living memorial. No one rushed, no one turned away. They watched as one man honored another, not because he was told to, but because he chose to. When they reached the gate, Jake's family was waiting. His mother collapsed into tears the moment she saw the casket. His father saluted, trembling. His sister dropped to her knees, whispering, "Welcome home, Jake." The Marine stood silently, soaked in sweat, spine aching. Then, only then, did he slowly release the flag, folding it into a perfect triangle. He knelt and placed it in the mother's hands. "He didn't die alone," he said. "He was loved. He was honored." The airport manager stepped forward, shaken, eyes red. I didn't understand," he whispered. "I'm sorry." The Marine nodded. "Now you do." Applause broke out, not loud but slow and respectful, echoing down the terminal walls. Because in that moment, America remembered. If this story moved you, if it reminded you of what true honor looks like, then please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This wasn't just about one Marine, one airport, or one moment. It was about all of us remembering what sacrifice truly means. And if you believe we should never forget our heroes, drop A or type karma in the comments below. Let's show the world that respect still has a home.